I wedded recently. My husband slapped me on our wedding night because I replied a message as him. Was I wrong? Hi guys, welcome back to True Tales and Thoughts. So today we're going to be reading some stories about people's marital issues from the Instagram page, Joroolumofin. If you guys want to follow Joro on Instagram, I'm going to put the link of his page in the description box below. You can go ahead and follow him on Instagram. If you've not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the subscribe button, like the video, and without further ado, let's get right into it. This story says, my husband slapped me on our wedding night. On our wedding night, after getting to our hotel, I noticed my husband had been manipulating his phone for a long time. As his phone did not have a password that day because his best man was posting videos and doing Instagram live with it. So I took it and saw a message from his ex where she was crying and saying that she misses him and that he just went ahead to marry the person who was available, aka me, and not the love of his life, aka her. My whole day was ruined. I took the phone and replied her. I said, I love my wife and I don't want to see you anymore. And then I blocked her. About an hour later, his phone started ringing and he went to the toilet. I knew it was her. He came out and said, why did you do that? The next thing, he slapped me. He has never hit me before. I was shocked. Immediately, he started begging and crying that he loves me and he will delete her number forever. I don't want to tell my family about this. Please, what do I do? I'm alone with my thoughts. Please advise. Well, what I'm going to say about this one is that I don't think that this woman was wrong for going through her husband's phone. I don't think it was necessary for her to try and reply his messages as him, because we can clearly see what happened. The fact that his ex is so comfortable with crying to him and telling him how she misses him and bashing his wife to him means this husband of hers has made her feel comfortable enough to say those things to him. He is entertaining and indulging her. That's why she feels so comfortable and confident to talk to him like that about them and his wife. Also, this husband of her is probably a cheat, because why is he keeping in contact with his ex? And why is his ex so comfortable telling him all these things? To me, that's a sign that he could still be with this ex of his. Because why do you need to be in contact with your ex constantly and she's even feeling comfortable pouring her heart out to you? That's a sign that this man might still be having a thing with this ex of his. Now, let's come to the part where he slapped her. First of all, the reason for slapping her, my God. So he went ahead to slap her for the first time because she replied a message to his ex. Let's just say what it is. He decided to slap her because she potentially hurt his ex. So he decided to hurt her because she hurt his ex. Look at him, a warrior fighting for his ex. Wow, how cute. Hey guys, I'm shedding a tear. Like, such a warrior. Let me grab some tissue. Such a warrior. Oh my God. Fighting for his ex. Can you imagine? So the fact that he's hitting her now shows that he is a potential physical abuser. And I'm very sure, I can bet a good sum of money that this woman had a clue about this. I don't think that she should have done what she did. I don't think that she should have had to do what she did. It should not be in the first place that your husband will be talking to his ex on your wedding day. Can you imagine? On your wedding day, even if he's the worst cheat in the world, he could not even say, on this particular day, let me focus my attention on my wife. He decided to talk to his ex on your wedding day. So clearly, this person is a potential physical abuser. Now, if she was my sister, what I'll advise her to do is, it's very simple. You already know that this man he does not have a problem with cheating. You know that. And guys, all of us here are adults. Let us just know that people make decisions, right? This man is the kind of man, from his character, from his patterns, he has shown that he's the kind of person that has no problem with cheating. He's most likely been cheating on her before this wedding of theirs, right? So she needs to say, okay, it's either I will leave or I'll continue staying, right? If I'm going to stay, will I be able to deal with a cheat and a potential physical abuser? If the answer to this question is yes, then by all means stay. On the other hand, if the answer to this question is no, she needs to leave right now. Now that she has noticed these things that she cannot deal with, she needs to get out, because it's most likely only going to get worse. It's better to leave one day after your marriage than to leave 10 years down the road after a lot of trauma and probably kids that have also been traumatized. And you know, kids tie you for life. Kids will tie you together for life. Are you ready for that? Based on her answer to this, she'll know exactly what to do. So guys, let's go to the comment section. Sis, I know you are hurt, but why did you check his phone too? First rule of happiness in a relationship, never check your partner's phone. Leave their phones alone. Please forgive him and seek counseling. Give him another chance. A lot of ladies will tell you to leave him, but if it's them, they won't. Make sure you have money saved up to leave that marriage sharply if he tries again. Second time, you should be off. For me, I think that when you're married, you should not guard your phones. Your spouse should be able to access your phone. I will never ever change that opinion. Do you guys watch true crime stories? In these stories, whenever a married person dies, the first suspect is their spouse. It is always their spouse. They first of all suspect the spouse, question and verify that this spouse is innocent. When they clear them, then everybody else comes in. In most of these cases, that's how it goes. So I just asked myself, if you're willing to submit yourself to somebody else to that extent, to the extent where they can easily unalive you, what is your phone that you cannot let them have access to? That's one thing I've just never understood. If you're a married person that does not allow your spouse access to your phone, please give me the reason down in the comment section. This one said, if I were in your shoes, that marriage will end that day. He can't be hitting me because of his ex. If you get married to him, just know that you'll be in competition with that ex of his. That's very true. Be ready for the competition. And not only the ex, because most men that cheat, it's in their character. They'll probably have about 2 or 3, or they'll have a chain of them. That's just how it is. It's the facts. This one said, why did she check his phone? Why do you lock your door at night? Why do you go to school? Instead of condemning the bad behavior, a sick society will blame her for snooping, and a few years later, blame her for not saying anything and staying in abuse. Didn't you see the part where she said he went to the bathroom to talk to his ex? So that means he already knows that he's wrong. What he's doing is wrong, but he decided to do it anyway. This one said, like someone said below, you only have 2 options. Leave now or leave after many years of shaggy with kids. Exactly. I wish women will have the strength to leave immediately they spot this kind of massive red flag. You have no idea the tons of gentlemen out there who are willing to be with you and give you peace of mind. Don't settle for less. Love yourself enough. God, I beg. This one said, I don't see anything wrong with checking a man's phone because some women have been saved from very serious situations by doing that. That's true. But my problem with you is you saw and you replied. You should have allowed that day to pass because it was your happy day and there were more diplomatic ways to go about this. But how can it be a happy day when he has decided to ruin it with his cheating? I am sure that the happiness was drained out of that day from the moment she set her eyes on those messages. This one said, just accept the role of a second wife, sis. I'm sorry to say this, but this is what you're going to deal with throughout your marriage if you decide to stay. Oh my god, this one said, some comments I read here are so disheartening to say the least. So the man is not wrong for keeping in touch with his ex, even on their wedding night. If he was so right, why did he have to go all the way to the toilet to answer the phone call? We as ladies should stop caring too much. Our happiness and mental health should be our top priority. Exactly. Because some people are totally ignoring the fact that this man is literally cheating on her. Because I don't know what else to call it. If he felt like, oh, it's just a platonic relationship, why didn't he pick the call in front of his wife? And why was he so upset that she said what she said to him? Because he does not intend to leave her. That's why. Because if you intended to leave her anyway and your wife said it, you just say, okay, my wife has already told you, I intend to, don't call me anymore. I don't want to see you anymore. But he does not intend to leave her. So this one said, for the lady in question, talk to someone close to the family, preferably a friend. Because sincerely, you need someone by your side who will listen and be there for you at the moment. Please don't keep it to yourself because of what family or friends will say. Talk to someone for your own sanity. But you too, why did you check his phone? May God have mercy on you. This one said, please don't mind them. Don't listen to them. Speak up and tell your parents about it, depending on the type of parents you have. Yes, forgive him, but let his parents call him to order. Because if you keep covering it, that is how he will keep doing it. You need to cut off the tail this first time. I'm 30% sure their flirting didn't just start now. It must have been going on for a very long time. Tell him that for the meantime, you need to have access to his phone just to clear your mind, because I'm sure your trust for him has reduced since you made that discovery. This one said, why will you check his phone? And what is my business with your phone? Secondly, he's never hit you before and he's dead sorry about this one. Forgive him, and if it happens again, walk away. You don't want it to happen for the third time. He's sorry though. I really believe that there needs to be something that changes for him not to do it again. There needs to be a very, very drastic change for this man not to repeat this violent behavior again. I will not be very comfortable. If I was in this woman's shoes, I don't even know what I am going to do, for Christ's sake. Because living a marriage when you've not had kids is way easier than living a marriage in which kids are involved, right? If I decide to stay, I'll be on the edge, because I'll be like, okay, I have to do everything not to get pregnant to see if this person I married is actually who I think he was. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is just a very bad situation to be in, because if part of me is saying I have to leave, or if part of me is saying I might have to leave at some point, then I want to guard myself, like, okay, I have to make sure I don't get pregnant, so that if he hits me again, I should just be ready to leave and I'll not have any kids with him to tie me down and all of that. It's just too much. Let's just take this one as the last comment. It says, you people that are asking why she checked the phone amuse me. Why won't she check the phone? Imagine on the wedding night chatting with his ex. Does that make sense? My dear, please choose your life before life chooses you. Take time to decide on what to do, because it's gonna be a roller coaster. Wish you the best. But guys, just imagine that this woman actually checked his phone when they were still dating, and then she saw the messages with all his side chicks. Do you think we'll be talking about this? Just saying. As somebody in the comment section said, sometimes it can actually save your life. I'm just saying. Hey guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree with me, all the same, let me know. We're here to have the conversations. And with that being said, so guys, we've finally come to the end of this video. Right now we have our own email address. If you want to send in your stories, you can go ahead and do so. I'm going to link our email address in the description box below and write out some instructions you're going to use when sending in your emails. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.